Alright, today's article is by Tim Denning. I'm 38. If you're in your 20s or 30s, read this. If you're new to this channel, I'm reading a Substack article every day for about 15 minutes. The goal is to train the way I speak and improve. Today we are at a beach to talk and to read this article. The timer starts now and I'll be on my way to read you the story or the article. Getting old sucks. The one positive is that as we age, we mature. That's been the case for me. Not much phases me anymore. I've been part of so much drama, personal bankruptcies, homeless friends, my battles with drug and alcohol, nearly getting knifed to death, friends in jail, job losses, mental illness, $1.2 million theft, online trolling, going from entrepreneur to corporate to entrepreneur, etc. I'm not that smart, but these experiences have given me some powerful lessons to share to anyone in their 20s or 30s. Feel free to forward it to them as well. The first one is, when you turn 35, you will see the differences between those who took risks and those who didn't. How old you feel comes down to how you lived. Not taking risks leads to regrets, which ages you faster. You'll feel like you could have done more, but you never do. You always move decisions to the future where you have zero accountability. It's fucking sad, man. If you're reading this and not taking risks and overtaking $100 purchases, wake the fuck up. You're not living it if you're playing it safe and procrastinating on everything. Number 2, having kids isn't the end of freedom. It's the beginning. It will give you meaning that will fuel your greatness. People told me at 20 that having kids was bad. Your life is over when it happens, Timbo. God, these people were so wrong. Having kids is hard. My 2-year-old takes up a lot of time. There are a million sacrifices you gotta make, but it's the best experience of my life. I could die tomorrow now that I've met my daughter. Every minute is pure joy. There's nothing that comes close. Her smile pours rocket fuel on every one of my creative pursuits. If you are able to, have kids. If not, adopt. But don't rule out this option without thinking it through. Kids are hard, but so are the best things in life. Choose your heart. Number 3, chasing obsession is the fastest way to become a high performer. I felt sad lately. After interacting with thousands of people online, I'm losing hope in society. I just feel like most people won't make it. And he says he knows he sounds privileged. Firstly, they are full of excuses. They think short term, they don't invest in themselves, they stay on beginner level, have a short term outlook, don't put in the work, get sucked into a 9-to-5 job that leads nowhere, see hard work as hustle culture and self-care as their birthright. Chase lottery opportunities, Medium.com, Kickstarter, getting famous. Most of all, their mindset is way off. It's skewed way too far towards the negative. I can make these honest observations because I've suffered from every one of them. The truth is, if you don't solve these problems, they hold you back and keep you stuck. The world doesn't care if you stay stuck. It will just mean you will earn peanuts and have to struggle constantly with money and never having enough time. The only solution I've found is to go from being passionate to all-out obsession with one thing. Hardcore obsession, pure dedication and discipline. It saved me, it can save anyone, even my homeless friend Peter. Here's how the world works. Let's say that the person you love the most has just been shot. He or she is lying in the street, bleeding and screaming. A guy rushes up and says, "Step aside." He looks over your loved one's bullet wound and pulls out a pocket knife. He's going to operate right there in the street. You ask, "Are you a doctor?" The guy says no. You say, "But you know what you're doing, right? You're an old army medic or..." At this point, the guy becomes annoyed. He tells you that he's a nice guy, he is honest, he's always on time. He tells you that he is a great son to his mother and has a rich life full of fulfilling hobbies. and he boasts that he never uses foul language. Confused, you say, how does any of that fucking matter when my son is lying here bleeding? I need someone who knows how to operate on bullet wounds. Can you do that or not? Now the man becomes agitated. Why are you being shallow and selfish? Do you not care about any of his other good qualities? Didn't you just hear him say that he always remembers his girlfriend's birthday? In light of all the good things he does it really matter if he knows how to perform surgery? In that panic moment, you will take your bloody hands and shake him by the shoulders, screaming, "Yes, I'm saying that none of that other shit matters, because in this specific situation, I just need somebody who can stop the bleeding. You crazy fucking asshole." So here is my very terrible truth about the adult world. You are in that very situation every single day. Only you are the confused guy with the pocket knife. All of society is the bleeding gunshot victim. If you want to know why society seems to shun you, or why you seem to get no respect, it's because society is full of people who need things. They need houses built, they need food to eat, they need entertainment, they need fulfilling sexual relationships. You arrived at the scene of the emergency, holding a pocket knife by virtue of your birth. The moment you came into the world, you became part of a system designed purely to see to people's needs. Either you will go about the task of seeing to those needs by learning a unique set of skills, or the world will reject you, no matter how inoffensive or courteous you are. You will be poor, you will be alone, you will be left out in the cold. Does that seem mean or crass or materialistic? What about love and kindness? Don't those things matter? Of course, as long as they result you in doing things for people that they can't get anywhere else. Jason Pargin. Raise your standards so high people think you are a psychopath. Screw being average. When you reject being average, people think you are a psychopath. This is a cope. It helps them feel good about where they are at in life. People need good reasons not to chase their dreams and settle for second best. The bad news is the mind is excellent at deluding you. When you raise your standards, life gets easier. A lot of decisions are automated for you. There's little need to watch sports, overindulge on Netflix, drink alcohol, eat one too many bits of bacon, and sit around and become overweight. As long as you stick to your higher than normal standards, the rewards that come with them are a given, and they are huge. More money, time, freedom, energy, happiness, and fulfillment. Number 5. Never follow the conventional path. It's full of boredom and has the most competition. Get a degree, get into debt, choose a job you pretend is your life's work, then marry the first person to look at you with a hard-on. That's the standard path. The way I discovered I was on this path was when I realized I was always bored. Monday morning was boring. The drive to work sucked. The office always looked the same. The customers always wanted lower banking fees and more interest paid to them. I could predict what would happen in a week. The only surprise I would get was whether I would eat the mighty Melbourne burger with beef or the Simon Says chicken burger. If my burger took too long, then that would add a bit of variety, which made me angry. We all sell ourselves a story. The key is to resist selling yourself the story that the conventional path is the right one. It sucks. Stop lying. One of the clearest signs of intelligence is being able to hear an opinion you disagree with and not act emotionally. Labels have dumbed us right down. You're either this or that. Life isn't that simple. The world is more nuanced. In between black and white, there is grey, and even a rainbow full of colours. The people you disagree with can teach you the most. They reveal a part of yourself you've hidden or that's been wrapped up in ego and entitlement. We can disagree with each other and still hug or be friends. As you get older, you want to leave your loser friends behind. It's normal. When you're young, you try to look good. So you chase friends that fulfill that desire. Later in life, you don't give a fuck about losing good. So your friends change. Many of my friends worked in nightclubs. They could get you free drinks or to the front of the line. But at 38 with a 2-year-old and an online business, these type of friends are failures. They're 40-year-olds still trying to live like 20-year-olds. While you find cool changes in each phase of life, still drinking out of a beer bong at 40 years old is one step away from being unemployed. It's okay to change friends. Don't rudely cut them off. Just slowly reduce contact with the ones who you don't vibe with anymore. Number 8. The more hard things you do, the more successful you become. My life had been unnecessarily hard. During childhood, we lost both our family homes to bankruptcy. Then, growing up in a rough area surrounded by crime made things worse. I always saw my upbringing as a disadvantage. Now I see it as a huge win. These challenges forced me to develop mental muscle and acquire skills most didn't have. It feels amazing to do a hard thing and make it true. What's worse is to have an easy life and feel nothing at all. Number 9. No one who climbs the corporate ladder is happy. It's a trap. Choose freedom. My friend Dickie Bush worked at BlackRock. He thought he wanted to be a big-time investor or work in a dealing room. Then he met people 10 and 20 years ahead already doing that job. Not one of them was happy. So he looked into the corporate crystal ball and ran. I did the same. I spoke to general managers and CEOs about climbing the corporate ladder. Most of them wish they didn't. But after a while, there's no going back. You get accustomed to a certain amount of money and status that is impossible to give up. If you want to be happier, then get the hell off the corporate ladder. Stop worrying about promotions, pay raises, and job titles, and go build something online that gives you actual freedom. When I did that, I figured out my income could be uncapped. Number 10. If you have 8 hours a day to work a boring job, you have 1 hour in the morning to invest in yourself. The life you dream of is built before and after work. You will never be less busy, have enough money, or know enough. If you don't start now, you will never start. Instead of prioritizing a job, shift that priority to investing in yourself. It will make you better at the job and get you closer to building your one thing. Number 11. Find a dark place. Be at one with it. Enjoy it. Stay there 6 to 12 months. Breakups, divorce, and death are a blessing. When you reach these kind of dark places, stay there. Accept it. Don't leave right away. Use the darkness as motivation. Let the darkness break your mental patterns and routines so you can become someone new. Number 12. Maniacs are incredible. They teach you what effort and obsession can do. I met one this week. They replied to comments on X for 14 hours a day for a year. They got a large following and made enough money to never work a job. They did it by being a maniac. Commenting for 14 hours a day with no breaks is almost stupidity. The level of competition, though, is close to zero because it's hard work. Maniac strategies work if you try everything else. Number 13. Avoid being busy. It means you don't know how to focus, and it is a sign of low status. Busyness is a red flag. Saying you are busy in productivity terms is like saying in health terms that you casually inject heroin every day. The key to life is not be busy so you can make space for living life. If you find yourself busy, it's a death trap. Eliminate calendar events as quickly as possible and treat it seriously as a friend telling you they want to commit suicide. Busyness isn't cool. It means your life is out of control and you have no focus. Number 14. Some of the most successful people like Keanu Reeves are bizarrely quiet. Try it. Most people talk a lot but they never listen. You can learn a lot by having conversations where you don't talk at all. That's how you truly learn from someone and hear groundbreaking news, new ideas that nobody or other people miss. Number 15. Disappear from public life, adopt a nickname, then build something online with zero fear. Being a public figure creates fear. No one wants to be a caged animal in a zoo being watched by people with big ass camera lenses. The easiest way to escape it is to do everything online under a nickname. You will then see how fearless feeling will completely change your life. All of the imposter syndrome and need for permission will vanish. Do it, thank me later. Number 16, money isn't evil. It's a resource that will help you reach personal freedom. People who think they don't pursue their goal for money are delusional. We tell ourselves, money doesn't matter because it's a way of keeping score. Without the scoreboard, it lets you off the hook and takes away the forms of accountability. Now you can blame the market or say, people don't get me. Romantic artists are the worst, so are $0 hobbies. Every pursuit in life requires money because it's a resource. Even if you run a charity, you still need money to help the cause it represents. Be mature enough to understand money matters, and you can change your financial future at any time by owning it, not disconnecting what you do from money. Number 17, if you don't learn how money works, you will always work for money. Money is a screwed up game. On the outside, it looks like you work hard and follow a predictable path to wealth, like becoming a doctor or lawyer. When you dig deeper, you realize money has nothing to do with any of this. Last year, I took $1,000 and turned it into 120k. Took me less than 5 minutes. I don't say that to brag. I tell you because that's how simple money is when you figure out the game. Trillions of dollars flow through the internet. All you need is one strategy or arbitrage to attract more money. But strategy isn't enough because the financial system is messed up. It's been getting more unfair each year. The gap between rich and poor is increasing. This is because how much an asset is worth isn't easily visible. And getting paid bank interest or income from a rental property seems like it's wealth building until you understand the dilution of money and the tax system in detail. Example, rich people pay almost zero tax, yet tax is the average person's bigger expense. This occurs because the financial system is unnecessarily complex to stop people from becoming wealthy by design. The escape route is to obsessively learn how it works, then you go from working for money to money working for you. Sounds like clickbait, but it's true. This is why I spent a decade working in banking. I wanted to see from the inside, and it was worse than I thought. Number 18. Read every popular finance book and invest money earlier on. If you don't want to work in a bank, then read the most popular finance books. You'll start to see their patterns. Make sure to read plenty about the new blockchain-based financial system too, so you're not buying treasury bonds like it's 1970. Number 19. Keeping your dopamine addiction under control will help you more than any other health hack. Motivation is a struggle for most. How you invest your dopamine will either uplift you or leave you feeling bored and unmotivated. If you are addicted to dopamine, then cut back on TikTok, Netflix, video games, and anything with an easy payoff. Number 20. The strongest animals only eat plants. Eat more plants to have more energy. Without energy, you can't achieve much. Eat in a shorter way. Eat in a way that maximizes energy. Shorter lessons. 21. Turn off news and politics to naturally increase your IQ. Number 22. Writing online is the easiest way to attract more opportunities, so you can stop asking for permission. 23. Read the Bitcoin standard, then buy Bitcoin before major governments like the US do. 24. Live in the city when you are young to network, then as you get older, move to the outer suburbs to save money and reduce debt. 25. Get an electric self-driving car instead of a gasoline one. 26. Exercise every day, preferably in nature. It'll keep you younger for long. 27. Give up alcohol. It's a scam that will steal your energy and helps you sleep with strangers and get STD. 28. Video games are fine when you're younger, but when you're older, they become a time suck. 29. Spend more time with your parents than feels normal. Soon they'll be gone. 30. Go visit a retirement home so you know what dying feels like. Then use it as a motivation. 31. Flow states are more important than productivity. To-do lists won't motivate you. Feeling like 8 hours happen in 1 hour will feel better. Less hours worked, more flow states. 32. Take your parents' plan for your life and light it on fire. The best path is one you create for yourself. The world moves too fast to do what your parents did and be successful. In the world of AI, all the rules are now broken. Your parents mean well, but don't follow their path in life. Carve your own. Feels better too because you become self-made. 33. Be wary of religion. Most are mindless cults. No judgment here. I got trapped in a religious cult using God as a way to do evil and extract money from people to fund extravagant minister lifestyles. It is too easy for the lines between religion and manipulation to be broken. Best to be extremely careful or opt out. 35. Most workplaces are adult daycare centers. Break into the real world through solopreneurship as fast as you can. A job is a great place to start, terrible place to finish. At work, if a family member dies, everyone is sorry. You get time off. In the real world, no one cares that your dad died, and you're still expected to show off every day. Corporations pretend to care about people to protect their corporate image and lure more victims. But layoff culture shows that they don't care at all. 1 minute thought and prayers, next minute, you've been let go. Don't get sucker punched in the head. Transcend to the real world as soon as possible and away from workplace daycare. 35. Building a startup unicorn by raising VC money is one of the stupidest fantasies in existence. In the old world, you raised money from investors, used it to hire people and pay for expensive ads, and then thought maybe this was okay. The barrier to entry was high and most failed playing this game. It gives entrepreneurship a bad name. In the new world, you don't need to raise money or buy ads. Instead, you can just use free social media to build an email list and launch a business. The best businesses are now bootstrapped and profitable, not built on WeWork story fake revenue projections and stock price manipulations. And lastly, 36. Understand human psychology and you can make as much money as you want. Business is just a psychology masterclass. Life is too. If you understand psychology, you can persuade supermodels to date you, readers to buy your books, or strangers to give you money. Most people who fail just don't understand human nature. Key. Humans act out of self-interest, appeal to it. I think it's a very good book, not very good book, a very interesting Substack article where he runs through all the things that he has learned. And I think these are very key, interesting insights that happen to someone who presumably has been successful and is already living and looking back at his life at 35. Probably the goal I want to have in life today is to take more risks. Obviously continue working on my personal branding, continue working on my F1 brand, and to try and really go and make an online business because I think that is what will make you super successful in the future. Alright, that's all I have for today. Talked enough and read enough today. Time to head off. Still tomorrow, I'll document some of my thoughts as well too.